Monthly News number 25. This month will start off on a bit of a practical note because I broke my laptop screen. I don't know how, but it just broke. I think there's a little crack right there. So first we're gonna replace that. New display, plastic. And the crucial part when you fix stuff is to get a clean workbench. Time to repair.
I've lost all of my pride. I've been to paradise and out the other side. With no one to guide me, torn apart by a fire wheel inside me.
I had this laptop for over 6 years and it still runs pretty good, this whole part. I like it. It's just this part that is broken. So it feels so shitty to throw this whole thing away just because this thing is broken. So I'm happy stuff is sort of fixable with some challenges. But yeah. And this one is now just my piece of art from on the wall. 6 years of my life. All right, moment of truth. Laptop is back home. Nice. Now on another practical note, last month I also forgot my jacket at Istanbul airport. So if anyone, I had it for 8 years, I really like it, I feel stupid leaving it. So if anyone is there, because I need to pick it up, but I'm not going anytime soon. So if anyone is going there, let me know. I will give you something in return. Could be this thing or something from recycled plastic. Let me know, I'll bake you a cake. I would just really like that jacket back. So, if you're going to Istanbul soon, let me know and I'll give you the details so you can pick it up for me and send it here. And now we're going to Paul. He's going to show you a big project we've been working on for our digital platform. It's a very big, ambitious project, but also very much needed to steer a big community. So, he'll show you more about that one.
Thanks, Dave. So we spend a lot of time building stuff out of metal and wood and plastic here, but we also spend a good amount of time doing stuff in the digital world too. So I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about the digital work you guys have been doing with the community.
I'd be happy to share with you and the community what we've been working on here for the past few months.
Awesome. You know, it feels a little bit too nice to be inside right now. Much better. Can you tell us a bit about what's inspiring the digital work that you all are doing?
So yeah, over the years with Dave and thousands of other people, we've been connecting and collaborating and helping each other online digitally. And that's where the power of the digital comes in, where you can really connect thousands and thousands of people all together with one same shared vision. However, this being a tool that has been developed over the past 10, 12 years, it is now becoming very outdated. And it's got multiple problems from all corners, and we know that we need to be able to offer and provide our audiences, our people, the necessary tools to enable them to really collaborate and come together locally so that we can all together fight all these different issues and problems that are affecting humanity at the moment.
And can you tell us a little bit about the tools that you're specifically building?
A few sort of modules or tools that we are developing within these new platforms are, for example, a how-to documentation tool where people finally they can share back how they build machines, how they hack our machines, how they make products, how they improve our techniques. Also, we're going to be improving our maps so that people can really connect locally and find each other. We have a discussion page which will act a little bit like the forums, but a bit less chaotic, we hope.
So basically what you're doing is taking all of these different disconnected tools that we've been using for the past several years and bringing them together in a place so that they can work together more cohesively to help people collaborate both online but also in person in their local communities.
Yes, you couldn't put it any better.
And it sounds like a huge undertaking. How are we managing to pull this off?
So to develop this project, we are working in a classic agile manner. So we do have Saskia working on our user experience side of the project.
We are designing and building this amazing set of tools and resources for people to be able to create change in their local communities all over the world. The challenge that we're finding is making all of these tools and resources easy and intuitive to use for our community. See, our community comes from a range of different backgrounds, cultures, ages, technical abilities, so making this platform really inclusive to use for everybody. We're combining all of these different modules, and the hard part is making something so complex and interconnected, easy and intuitive to use.
And then we got Nico that is building on top of this UX prototype the whole user interface.
For this design, we focus on three main things. Being as clear as possible, but also being accessible for people with low bandwidth connection, and to reduce also our carbon footprint. And the last part was to make the interface playful, so people can enjoy using it every day.
Then last but not least, we have this whole bunch of developers that are helping us out, both digitally and remotely, so from all over the world, and locally here, like Chris and Benji that are here every day.
And so we decided we wanted to create something that's totally new, built from a ground up, taking some of the best bits of the different platforms we use. The idea is that everything we build in, first of all, these kind of small building blocks, and then as people want to do more, we can just keep adding more of these blocks to the platform, and it will all be completely open source so that anyone else wanting to do the same, to have their own online community and their map and their events, they'd be able to do the same as well. We're definitely looking to have more people come, join, add code, and anyone who has experience in React or a similar framework should be able to jump straight in. There's issues they can get working on immediately.
So moving forward, what's the plan?
A very solid prototype, UX prototype at the moment. The user interface is taking shape, and now we need a big help from developers. So if you do know how to code with React, and if you do have some spare time on your hands, or you want to join us here in this unique co-working, co-living experience, make sure to get in contact with us and join us in here so that we can bring this platform to life.
So that's some of the work that we've been doing on the digital side of things. There's also been a lot going on in the Workspace. So Lewis and I were actually going to show you the project we've been working on the past couple months. Let's go check it out. Lewis and I have been working on a project to develop a collecting, sorting, washing and shredding system for the new and improved shredder workspace that we're releasing for version 4. It's just the first functional prototype, but we've figured out what we think is a pretty decent way to wash plastic, so we wanted to share it with you guys in case you have any input.
In the beginning of the process, we use these large bags to collect plastic from community members. We attach tippers to the front so that when it comes time to sort, you can access the plastic easily. We designed smaller bags which can be used to separate the plastics based on type, color and cleanliness. The bags sit on casters so that they can easily be moved around the workspace from station to station. Once the plastics are sorted, we take them to our pre-wash station, which we use to remove loose contaminants. After a quick pre-wash, we shred the plastic into a bag which hangs beneath the shredder. Once the bag is filled, it can be detached from the shredder, zipped up and tossed into the laundry machine for a thorough clean. The laundry machine is hooked up to a sand filter and water reservoirs, which continue to recycle the water to avoid unnecessary water usage and pollution. After the cleaning cycle, we run the centrifuge cycle to dry the plastic. Once the plastic's dried, we remove it from the wash, roll it up and hang it on our storage rack, where it can be displayed for customers to see.
So that's our project. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, you can check out the link below for a forum.
That's what I was supposed to say. No?
Yeah, I took Lewis's line. Sorry. Well, anyway, next up is Kat's video. She's got a project in Africa that she's going to share with you guys. See you next month.
Hello wonderful people! I had to leave my Precious Plastic version 4 team for the last few weeks to join the Flipflopi expedition. We were on the water for 3 weeks on this. So this boat
has been made entirely out of waste collected from the Kenyan beaches. It's been built in Lamu from Kenyan traditional dhow builders. And they just use their knowledge and techniques which they know with wood, but just exchange the material with plastic waste. So as you can see here, we have extruded planks from plastic waste and compressed parts, and the whole body was covered by sheets of flip-flops, which is also main part of the waste collected from the beaches. The mission of this boat is to show the value of plastic and make people aware about the problem and the whole plastic issue. And by showing what plastic waste can actually be as well, making them realize why single-use plastic doesn't make sense at all. So we were sailing along the Kenyan coast from Lamu to Zanzibar, and every stop we had cleanups and presentations and workshops and talking to a lot of people about it and showing students and also fundis, which are the craftsmen here, why it's important to change something and what they can actually do. So of course I brought some precious plastic samples from our lovely community from everywhere, and also brought some super low-tech tools like the bottle string cutter, and showed them what they can actually do on a small scale, because the boat was a great thing to attract a lot of people and bring them together. But with precious plastic we can actually show what they can do locally. We hope to have more expeditions like that, but to spread the word even more and go longer distances to South Africa and more, we need to build a boat much bigger than that. So more to come, the journey will continue, and there's more challenges still to solve, because here with this boat it's been done, but there are still a lot of material challenges and questions open to improve for the next big one. I posted a topic in the forums about the building process and how we actually did it in this case, so you can also see the sort of blueprints and material and processes we used. So whoever interested in joining and helping out with ideas, information, support, feel free to get in touch. I'll be back in the Netherlands. Happy to see my precious plastic team again soon. Have fun in the meantime, and I'm off.
Hey, it's Charlotte again. I'm now back in Eindhoven, and it's actually super sunny. So sunny that I'm actually presenting outside, and I'm going to be bringing you news from our super creative community all around the world. To kick off the feature, I'm going to talk about a workspace located out in Greece. They focus on CNC milled aluminium molds for the injection machine. So they've made a mold for this nice little bookmark, and they've just made this hair comb recently, which is actually available to buy on the bazaar. And also with the mill, they make engravings into products, so making them nice and personal, which is super sweet. And second is a workspace called Robbery's Gallery. Usually they focus on producing 3D recycled plastic filament, but this month they have been making these really lovely bar stools. So kind of mixing materials, so having these steel legs and these terrazzo kind of marble-like seats, and just giving plastic this really high quality polished look, which is super nice to see. It's actually really sunny and I can't see. But let's carry on. And next is a workspace located out in France. A super dedicated Precious Plastic member is Precious Plastic Satreville, and they have been experimenting with plastic fusing. So they've been making small little plastic beams and using them as legs for a stool. And no screws, no glue, no bolts, nothing needed, and they are just by using heat, heating together and fusing together these pieces of furniture. I think it's still in the prototyping phase, but really cool to see a 100% recyclable piece of furniture. Also, a brand new workspace has just set up in Bangkok. Space looks really nice to work in, nice and clean, nice and open. And they've just been making their first products using the injection machine. So just right now, just these little coasters, but nice to see you guys getting going, and I wish you the best of luck. And lastly, I'm going to talk about a few plastic-free movements that are going on in schools right now all across the world. So Precious Plastic Egypt, a small group of people, they built a shredder and an injection machine, and this is a photo from one of the girls where she's just literally going out to the streets and picking up plastic waste with the locals. And a school in Antwerp is a plastic-free school. It's a bunch of girls also changing the way we think about plastic waste. So really nice to see this kind of thinking bottom up and changing the way people think about plastic waste. And that is it for me today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all our Patreon supporters who contribute each month to keep this project going. Stay tuned and we'll bring you the next one in March.